Guys, Lord Naren White here for the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my Witcher 3 playthrough. Without further ado, continuing Witcher 3.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
Yennefer, how'd
We
they...
shall talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead. After many trials and tribulations, Geralt finally learned that Yen was in nearby Vizima.
It must suffice.
Thinking who cares if I'm clean?
The gentleman will refer to His Imperial Majesty by his full title or not at all. The gentleman will be seated on the bergère.
The what now?
In that chair. Catherine, please shave the gentleman's sideburns to half an inch.
What's wrong with my beard? Always thought it added to my dignity.
It does. Yet it also detracts from your elegance. In Nilfgaard, we consider beards hard on the eyes. Especially beards infested with lice.
Been on the road a while. Fine, do your thing.
Tilt your head back, please, and sit still.
And prepare to answer some questions.
General, I am not certain this is the appropriate time.
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Vuris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown. Parents unknown. Age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
Oh, wow. Very interesting. So these are questions that are like background questions from Witcher 2, that we get an understanding. I think this one is pretty. This one is pretty obvious. We're gonna say we spared this guy because that seems nicer.
We fought on opposing sides, true. Then we landed in the same dungeon. Arian escaped, set fire to the castle on his way out.
So that is how the Blade started. Our reports suggested the dragon was responsible. Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
Now, next question here. Do we guess they were with Vernon Roche? Vernon Roche, I think, is a Temerian, or Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna say we got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roche.
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roche, commander of the Blue Stripes, and
A murderer of non-humans. We know this gentleman well, Witcher. You forge interesting alliances.
something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
We've got to believe we said it was Trist, right? Wow, this is actually kind of tough because I don't actually know the background information for Witcher 2. Um, all right, well, I think we've got to say we had to save Triss. I'm not gonna think too hard about it.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
We gotta say she escaped. We let her escape.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her from the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
It'll be nice, obviously. Instead of saying we killed Letho, we'll say that Alliance still alive. What happened to Letho?
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
More Vran Voorhis. Kind of like the leftmost one. I mean, this one's not bad. I don't like the middle one. Like this style? Or do I like this style? We'll go with this one. Looks good. Think we can loot any stuff here? We can. A sword for witches. Who are the hunters, you ask? Folk like you and yours, I reply. The decent kind, haters of lies, doers of good. The kind who live according to the gods' laws and nature's laws too. Those disgusted by the machinations of witches, magicers, and non-humans. All that separates us from common folk is that we've courage to take up arms, to defend our lands from evil, to slice out the gangrene that eats from within. We haven't a leader, we haven't forts or land, though God's fearing Radovid supports us with his gold at times. We've not sworn him nor any other ruler any oath. We serve only the eternal fire, and we listen only to our own conscience. Who can join us? any who is right of soul and sound of body. You can find us in every larger city in the north. We will give you board, lodging, and a weapon. We will explain how to spot the telltale signs of evil, birthmarks and strange and arcane shapes, smooth skin on a matron aged more than 30 springs, and black cats kept in the yard to name but a few. We will show you how to defend yourself from witchcraft, how to tame and snuff out magic elements with dimetrium. We will instruct you how to squeeze the sinner's darkest secrets out of them with a hot iron, and how to grant them cleansing death with the help of sacred fire. It's written so beautifully. You think I could loot the others and sell them? I think so. Like, what happens if I just loot them? I mean, what's the bad thing? I could just sell them later.
A shame I have no time.
The opposition in Nilfgaard. Beautiful music, by the way, right? While Nilfgaard's emperor wields absolute power, harshly crushing the slightest sign of disobedience, opposing forces continue to exist within the empire. By this I do not mean the disgruntled leaders of conquered provinces, but the magnates within the city of 1,000 towers who are unhappy with their current leadership. This conflict between the emperor and the noble houses of Nilfgaard, the capital, dates back many years. All the princes of the blood and magnates expected their ruler to wed one of their daughters and sire an heir with one of their own. The emperor, however, had other plans. This proved a slap in the face for all the great families for which he refused to take a bribe. The Nilfgaardian opposition patiently waits for the emperor to slip up, for some event to occur which will weaken his authority, be it an economic crisis or defeat in battle. A secret conspiracy lies ready to seize such a moment to incite the disaffected, assassinate the emperor, and carry out a coup d'etat, culminating with one of their own number ascending to the throne. For obvious reasons, only a limited few know of this conspiracy, but any shrewd observer of Nilfgaardian politics can read the signs of its workings. So long as men are men and the world is as it is, certain dynamics will forever remain the same, and the discontented will always form subversive societies with their secret signs and hidden agendas. That's an interesting one. Let's read that one. Nice. The Chronicles of Redania. Verdonk the Elf. Despite what one might conclude from his moniker, not one drop of elven blood flowed in King Verdonk's veins. They called him the Elf because of his exceptional beauty, and for the great admiration he felt for the Ain Sedai. This fascination, seemingly harmless, would have horrible long-term consequences. King Verdonk, spitting in the face of all laws and customs, chose as his new wife a half-elf, and one of low status at that, known as Beatrix of Covir. The fruit of this regrettable and short-lived mésalliance was Falca, who later fomented bloody revolt against her own father, though this uprising was ultimately extinguished, and Falca herself burned at the stake. The young state was thereafter thrown into chaos for years to come.
Vedimi, directly out of Nordling Tales.
A mug. The wonders of Zerrikania. During my many travels, I have seen countless extraordinary places. The primeval wilds of Brokilon, with trees so high their tips disappear in the clouds, dwarven chambers carved into the guts of the Mahakam mountains, with walls plated in pure gold, the ice of Point Vanis, adorned with stained frost windows. Yet none of these made such an impression on me as did the rightly famed Zerrikania. Yet while I was traveling the fiery mountains, I feared a disappointment awaited me on the other side. Disappointment. I had heard many a fantastic tale about Zerrikania, about its trackless sands, burnt white by the sun, its golden-scaled dragons weaving their nests amidst the dunes, its hunchbacked horses able to survive weeks without even a swallow of water. Yet none seemed to me at all plausible. I was sure all these sensations were but the figments of some bard's overactive imagination. I know this will be as hard for you to believe, dear reader, as it once was for me, but all of the unbelievable tales are true. Not only that, during my many months of travel, I came across wonders far surpassing those of any prior travelogues mentioned. I saw temples dedicated to the worship of dragons. I heard their voice, almost human, but reverberating with 1,000 echoes. I met warrior maids clad in leopard skins, tattooed from head to foot, giving no ground to witchers in mastery of the blade. I saw mages who channeled power from fire. I saw seemingly harmless flies whose solitary bite would make a man fall into a deep slumber, never to awake save to die. In short, Zeracania is a land where the fantastic is normal and the impossible occurs daily. Wow, Zeracania sounds cool, right?
A
That was
shame I
fun.
have no time. Be so kind and do not disturb.
Fair enough. Okay, let's keep going.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse. Wrong. Once
I wasn't
more.
focusing on it, sorry. I was
Leg
literally just not
extended.
focusing on it.
Hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
So this one.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me. The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate title.
Your arch magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect. Imgrimi eb art ketzer. Dijfen aden in karn eb marvoet. Emir var emreis.
Bow! Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer eb the orde.
Welchen Namen? Wat gern favor? I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends.
What? 'Cause- 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 'cause-
Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cirilla, she's returned. And she's in danger. The Wild Hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
I'm not sure actually which is more noble. To say we're only doing this for Ciri, or to say that we need information, not motivation. We'll say the first one, so it doesn't sound bad.
I need information, not motivation. Ciri leaves few tracks. She'll be hard to find.
My corps of spies will help you. Count on them, and my army, should the need arise. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman
Disgusts.
need not bother.
Griffin, and it's past noon.
Calm yourself.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard II, Prince of Elanda.
Gesine Scotland Novigrad.
Ja,
nee. Rad
Ted Take in Kalantne, Savoloisa. Eptusan.
Mind if I interrupt?
Why not join in instead?
We're discussing neutrality. How difficult it is to preserve.
Know a thing or two about that?
Care to explain?
Never changes. I try to stay out of things, stand aside. Then comes an urgent summons, and an offer I can't refuse. Enough about that. Mind if we change the subject? So, talk to the Emperor.
Why did he summon you?
So not even you know.
No. But I wager it's an ordinary witch's contract.
Some werebubs. See ya.
Soon, mind you.
Request.
Is for there. Gedel. Katta af. Tvek gleiverin.
Is Deithwin
So
forgive us, sir?
Is the gentleman not in a hurry to see the sorceress?
We crossed the Yara, we will cross the Pontar as well.
Once the gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
And that is where I'll go ahead and end the video there for this week. With that, I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe as it greatly helps the channel. Delight to be with you all. Take care and thanks again.